Dear teachers, you all have done a fantastic job last year. You all become occasional WhatsApp users to full-time laptop users. And now we are moving into a new academic year, so we have to become more advanced in technology. Actually, technology is there to help us. Technology is there to make our life easy. So there are many technologies like what to say, many applications or many desktop applications or mobile applications that can make our life really easy. These anyone can operate these applications without any previous experience. So I'm trying to we technical team are here to help you out with this. So feel free to contact us at any time. So first, let's start with Microsoft Office tools. You know what comes in Office tools? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, those kind of things are coming in Microsoft Office. Okay, that is called Office tools. And you all are familiar with Word, Microsoft Word. You know how to type, you know how to change the font, you know some part how to do the alignment, right? But like when if you are typing a big essay, you have to type it, right? But in Word, there are some easy tools that will you don't need to type it. Okay, you can just voice type it. You can just tell the word to type. When you say something, the word will type automatically. So first, let's move to dictate option. That is there to type. Okay, instead of typing we can just say. So if you are using a word new option, new version, there is something called dictate. Can you see up here? Dictate, press there. Now see, it's listening. See, whatever I am seeing, whatever I am saying, it's typing there. You can see that, right? Okay, now let's move to our business. The drawing room was full of silent people, sitting at a long and ornate table. Full stop. The room's usual furniture had been pushed carelessly up against the walls. Full stop. Illumination came from a roaring fire beneath a handsome marble mantelpiece surrounded by a gilded mirror. So once I press that again, that has stopped typing it. Now just look at this. You just need to do some corrections. There was no hey. So I just want to correct the drawing room was full of silent people sitting at the not low. Some words like this is actually this program is studying us. When you say it first time, it won't catch all the words correctly. You don't need to worry. You don't need to feel like your accent is different. You don't need to feel anything like that, because this is something called machine learning. They are learning our sound. Okay, so if that is not right, you just go back and correct it. It was not low, it was long. Long and ornate table, full stop, correct. There was no hay. I don't know why, from where they are taking the hay. The room's apostrophe is usual furniture had been pushed carelessly up against the walls. Very good. Illumination, not illumination, came from a roaring fire beneath a handsome marble mantelpiece surrounded by a glided mirror. That's it. Full stop. So this will make your life easy. You don't need to look and type. You can just keep on reading it. You can just say the full stop or comma. The word will put that into the paragraph you are reading. So I think this will help your life more easy. I hope. So if you want to do a full stop or a comma, you can just say that. The word will put that into your incorporate that into your paragraph you are writing. Okay. Now let's see how can we change the font face. That is font type. Font face means font type or font name. Then font size. Okay. So if you want to see, look at this look at this article. This is looking, it's very plain. That it doesn't look good, right? So how can I make it uh, more attractive? I can choose a good font. I can arrange that into paragraph. Okay. So if you want to change the font, you select the particular text you want to change the font. Then under the home tab, you can see something like this. This is the place where you can change the font. When you press this one, you can see many fonts. See, if you are using new versions of Word, you can see like these are. This is how, if you choose a font, this is how the text will look like. See, you can see it. My soil is changing, right? See, look. So you can choose any font, anything from here. If you want, if you can, like this is a heading, so I can choose Titanic bold. Then for the paragraph, I can choose something else. I can choose uh, either Times New Roman, see, or Calibri, or Cambria. So when you are making a document as a note, or when you are making a document for someone to read, then please don't choose any fancy font as the body. Okay, for the body, don't choose any fancy font because it's very, after reading, sometime our eyes will get tired. So the best font for the normal text is either Cambria, Calibri, or Times New Roman. These are better to read. And our the size of the font. Please choose at least 12. Okay, don't go less than 10. You can see, now you can see, if I choose the 10, it is very small. 10, 11 is okay, 12 is best, and 14 is really big. So either choose 12 or 14. My personal choice is always 12. Then again, this is another heading, right? So you can choose, you can make it in the bold, and if you want, you can choose another font. Again, this you can see this heading. Select the heading, then change the font. So, like one thing you have to consider is when you make a document, don't use too many fonts. Stick on one, two, or three. Don't more, not more than three. Okay, stick on two or three. First one is one font, but don't use more than three fonts in one document. Okay, I hope this is clear. And one more thing, if you want to change the color, since this is a heading, you want to use some other color. Other color, you want to use some other color for this letters. Where can you change it? Under the font, then you can see a letter called A. See, when I keep my mouse pointer there, you can see it's font color. press here, you can choose a color. Select, always don't forget to choose the, don't forget to select the letters, text. Don't forget to select the text. Okay. Then you can change the font color. So here I told you three things. One is font name. Second thing is font size. Third thing is font color. Where is font? Font name. Under home tab you can see the font. Next to the font there is the font size. Okay. Then font color. Font color is where is it? Down. Go down and see. You can see the font color. And another thing is like if you like in between the paragraph you have to give some just you have to highlight something. Then select that. Next to the very close to the font color you can see something. You can see something like this. This is text highlight. Text highlight. Okay. This is how like if you are giving while you are giving a note, you can highlight the important points like this, so that it will be easy for you and for the students also. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let's move to the next point, that is called spacing. Now you can see this is very close, right? This paragraph is really close. Like, how can we, like, we need some spacing between the lines. How can we do that? Select whatever you want to do. Yeah, first you have to select the text, right click on the text. When you right click you can see something called paragraph. Right click, you can find paragraph. Click on that. Forget about all this. Now I'm talking only about the line spacing. So you can see this is line space. You can see the single, right? Instead of single you can give 1.5. You can choose multiple. Okay, multiple will means sorry, double will give you, see, this is too much. Right click, paragraph, 1.5. One more thing, these all are personal interest. I am telling my personal interest. This is 1.5 is standard. You can read easily. What to say? You can understand that when you look at the document, you can find it's more easy to read. If you want, you can keep double also, but that will again make too many lines. It will give too much space. Too much space. So don't use double, just use 1.5. Okay, this is, I hope this is clear. Now let's go to the next point. Dear teachers, ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒരു ഡോക്യുമെന്റ് ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ഹൗ ടു ചേഞ്ച് ദ ഫോണ്ട്, ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു അല്ലേ. Now let's see how can we make this document more readable. Okay, now you see നമ്മളിപ്പം ഒരു നോട്ട് എഴുതുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കുറച്ച് പോയിന്റ്സ് ആയിട്ട് എഴുതുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒന്ന് ഹൈലൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക, അണ്ടർലൈൻ ചെയ്യുക, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ലൈക്ക് വി ഫീൽ ലൈക്ക് റീഡിങ് ദാറ്റ് നോട്ട് അല്ലേ. പ്ലെയിൻ പേപ്പറിൽ ഇരിക്കുന്നതിനേക്കാളും നമുക്ക് കുറച്ചുകൂടി അട്രാക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നുന്നത് അതല്ലേ. ദ സെയിം വേ യു ക്യാൻ ഡു ദോസ് തിങ്സ് ഇൻ മൈക്രോസോഫ്റ്റ് വേർഡ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ലെറ്റ്സ് സീ ഹൗ ക്യാൻ വി പുട്ട് ദ ബുള്ളറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് നമ്പറിങ്. ബുള്ളറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് നമ്പറിങ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നുമില്ല, നമ്മൾ പോയിന്റ്സ് ഇട്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ എഴുതുന്നു. That's it. Okay, so now you see here I have a heading here. There are 3 stages of soil. എന്നിട്ട് ഇവിടെ എഴുതിയേക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? Without any gap I have typed something അല്ലേ. So even I don't feel like reading this. Okay, so let me see how can I make it into more readable form. Okay, So for that, first let me make it into three lines. Okay, now you see this became 3 lines. Now itself this became okay. Okay, then choose this, select this, and under the home tab you can see something like this. This is called bullets. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ ഒരു താഴോട്ടൊരു arrow ഉണ്ടാവും. If you press that arrow, you will get different kinds of bullets. See, you can make your bullets colorful. Please choose any one of that. So if you choose that and you press enter, that will give you another bullet. See, and if you don't want, now the problem is when you enter next. So suppose you finished your bulleting. Okay, you don't need further bullets. So in that case also, if you press enter, you will see one bullet there. In that case, press enter, then press the backspace key. In your keyboard, you press the backspace key. See, that will delete that bullet. See, that bullet is gone. Now we can keep on typing. Okay, I hope this is clear. Previous example, we chose the bullet after we typed the lines, right? Now if you are very clear about what you are going to do, what you are going to type, then you can choose the bullet in the beginning itself. See, it will display a bullet. Then you can start typing ABC soil, DAF soil, okay, HK soil, like that you can type it. Once you finished your bullet, what you should do, press backspace. That is gone. Okay, I hope bullets and numbering is clear. Okay, then one thing, now we have learned the bullets. Okay, now suppose you want to put the numbers, you have to mention the points, point number 1, 2, 3. Then instead of select that, instead of bullets, next to the bullet you can see the numbers, right? Just choose that. See, that is 1, 2, 3. If you press, you can see the next number will come automatically. Now one additional information, when you type the questions, do you remember Riam was always complaining, please don't put the number, like don't put don't type 1 and write the questions, right? Do you remember Riam was complaining? Okay, this is, so instead of typing that, see, instead of typing like 1, who is the Prime Minister of India, 2, who is the Chief Minister of India. Instead of doing like this, you can use the numbering. Then the alignment, like when you do the alignment, the question paper will look nice. Otherwise it is very difficult for the technical team, or if you are going to do the alignment, then it will be more easy. So I'll show you how can you do this. You do this, just how can you do, this is the easy method. Press 1 dot space, that will consider as the bullets. Okay, now if you press enter, did you see this? This means that number 2 came automatically. Okay, who is the Chief Minister of Kerala? And by the way, what is this red line means? Red line means there is a spelling mistake. See, if you are sure about the spelling, you can just put that, or you just right click on that. You will get the uh, correct spelling of that word. Okay, not the Chief Minister of India. That question was wrong. I'm sorry for that. So I hope this is clear. If you press enter again you will get another number. So when you type a question paper, please use this numbering. Don't just type 1, 2 or 3. Just use this numbering. Okay. Now let's see how can we insert picture into your Word document. Even though you are giving the type version, type notes, if there is picture, that note is more attractive and that is more understandable, right? So there are 2 or 3 ways to insert a picture. You can use any method. Okay, it's up to your choice. I will show you all the methods. One thing, well, let's see how can we copy the pictures directly from the Google. So open the Google, go to Google Images, then choose types of soil. Hmm? I got a picture like this. So here you have to wait until it is downloaded. Like that means this picture should be clear. Okay. By the way, before that, I'll show you one more thing. When you choose a picture, okay, we always need a clear picture, right? But sometimes whatever we choose, we will get only very what to say, vague pictures. For that, there is an idea. When you if you want when you go to Google Images, you can choose what kind of images you have to download. For that, this is I'll tell you this once again. This is Google. Go to Google Images, type what you want to, uh, which picture you want, types of soil. It's for me, it's a type of soil. Then can you see something here down? Tools. Press tools. Here you can see size. Size you press large. That means the first pictures will be the large pictures. Hmm? Now see. Now you can see here, this is a really big image and it will be clear. So what is the advantage of choosing the big images? When you expand it or when you shrink it, the clarity of the picture will be very good. Otherwise, otherwise it will be very vague. It won't be clear. Okay. Now we got a picture. Sorry, you don't need to click on that. Right click on the picture, right click and copy image. Copy image. Go to your Word, paste it. Did you see? Now, what did I do? I have selected a picture from the internet and I didn't download it. I just copied that and I have pasted that in my Word document. See here, another one. Right click, copy image, go to your Word, wherever you want, keep the cursor there and paste it. See, it is here. Now, now you can see this. See, this place. I have only text is only up to this place, right? I can place this image here, right? This place. How can I do that? For that, click on the image. When you click, you can see this one thing like this, or right click the image. Okay, right click the image. Then you can see something called wrap text. Wrap text. Here you can do something called through. Through means if you move it or if you shrink it, it can go through the text. See, that's how we can save the space. If you have space like this, you can keep the image there. Then you can keep that. You can start the text from here. You can save the space at the same time. You can make your document more attractive. Okay, this is one way to save the insert the images in your document. Now another way, keep your cursor where you want to insert the image. If you have an downloaded image already in your system, go to insert tab. Here you have something called pictures. Pictures from this device. Then you choose your image. Okay, you can choose the image, and then again if you want you can do any one of this. Okay, I hope inserting image is clear. And how can you download an image? Before going this, if you want to download this image, what can you do? When you download the image, as I said, always go for big images. Choose the size as large. Then right click. Another thing, when you download the image, please take care. Don't use an image with a digital signature. See, did you see Alami? So that means we cannot use this. If our document become like it became viral, then this Alami people can come and they can come out with a copyright issue. So when you choose an image, please try to avoid an image with digital signature. Okay. So click on the image, right click, save image. If you want to download this image, what you should do, right click on the image. First you have to click. See, I'll tell you one thing, I'll tell you one difference. See, you can download this image, save this image. What is the difference between this one or right click on this one and save image? Did you see the size? This is small size, right? This is bigger size. That means this image is actually a small size. This both look same, but if you choose this one, choose the small image, if you download the small one, this image, when you place that in your Word document, this will be small. But if you click that, then you save it, this downloaded image will be really big. The size will be the actual size. Okay. So it is downloaded. See, it is downloaded. I will show you this one also. See, did you see the difference? This image is the first, without opening that or without clicking that, I have downloaded it. The size of the image is really small. While while I I have opened an image, then I downloaded it. What happened? That's actually big image. So these things, if you take care, you can make your document more good, more nice. Another thing you have to take care is the alignment of the paragraph you are writing, or alignment of the text. That means like you can choose like under the home, you can see align left or align center or align right or something called justify. Okay, now look at this paragraph. See, this side is starting from a single line, right? That looks good. But look at the other side. Some lines are start ending here, some is here, some is here. That is like what to say, it is not in an order. So see, if that also end like this, the other side, it will look nice, right? For that, copy the text, sorry, select the text, then choose justify. Now you see both sides, that is starting with a single line and ending also in a single line. And again I told you, if you make some more space between the lines, it will look nice. So choose not double, 1.5. Okay, did you see it now? See, this looks more good, right? Good and neat, right? So I hope this is clear. Now, next one is inserting a table into your Word document. So inserting, I hope you all know this one, but still it's just telling you how to insert a table. Go to the Insert tab, Table. Here you can decide the number of rows and columns. Okay, so this is according to your wish. So insert, text, name, sentence, uh, reason. You can make this, if when you make something in a tabular form, this is more easy to read. So that's why I'm asking you to use this. So this is, I think this is clear. So when if you want, you can type something. Also, if you want to move the table, can you see something like this? Did you see a symbol here? Press that and move it. Otherwise, you won't be able to move it. Press this. Okay. Okay. Now let's move to another topic. So see, you have created a document. You have created a document that has many pages. Okay, that is your hard work. So if you want to make it yours, or if you want to add some signature, hmm, it's like a signature, or if you want to give it for printing. Suppose you made a document with hundreds of pages and you want to give it for printing. So you know that if any page is misplaced in any case, what will happen? The whole document will be messed up, right? So you can easily solve that issue by inserting a header or footer. As name indicates, header is something comes on the top and footer is something that comes down. So header and footer is there in Insert tab. Go to Insert tab, we can see header and footer. So here we have some examples. You can put these kinds of header and footer. Okay, it can be 3 columns. So that means we can write something. Public column. So, okay. Now, when you press escape, you can see that is inserted to every pages. Are you able to see this? It is there on every pages. See, it is there on every pages. See, from top to bottom. Okay. Now, the same way you can add the footer also. That means insert footer. So here also you have many options. So I am choosing this one. Okay, so that I'll be able to find the page number. Okay, press escape. After choosing that, press escape. Okay, can you see this now? Page 1 of 8, page 2 of 8, 4 of 8, 3 of 8. So like that, that page number is automatically inserted into all the pages. So when you take the printout, it will be easy for you to assemble the pages, or it's easy for you to organize the pages. So these are some tips. Okay, so if you use this, your document will be more readable, or and your life will be more easy. I hope this is clear. These are some of the tips that can make your life easy. So now take your Microsoft Word and do some experiment. Go to all the tabs. Check what does it mean. Check what is the difference that is making to your text. If you go wrong, nothing will happen. When you if you feel like something is not working, we technical team is there to help you. We can set it back. So nothing to worry. Do some experiments. Do some hands-on experiment. So if you are not doing it by yourself, you are not going to learn that. So please open your Microsoft Word, do some typing, do some dictation, do the alignments, do the paragraph, then try some insert images or bullets and numbering. So please do all these things. Nothing will happen if you go wrong. In case if anything happens, if you feel like it's not working at all, we have a solution. Okay, so all the best. Do well. Thank you.